Tired of dealing with annoying flies, fruit flies, and gnats in your home? The Zevo Flying Insect Trap is your ultimate solution. Don't wait. Check out the link in the video description now to get your Zevo Flying Insect Trap on Amazon and enjoy a bug-free home today.
Have your say on these U.S. News Talk topics and more in the comments. Dutch beach volleyball player Steven van de Velde, 29, is competing in the Paris Olympics, despite being found guilty in 2016 of raping a 12-year-old. He was sentenced to 4 years for the 2014 attack, which took place at the girl's home in Milton Keynes, but was released after a year. A convicted pedophile should not be permitted to represent their country in sport because it undermines the integrity and values of the sport and the nation. Allowing him to compete will cause distress to his victim, erode public trust, and set a damaging example to society. It compromises the moral standards expected of public figures and athletes who serve as role models for young people and the community at large. Charlotte, Northampton. Let us know what you think. Start a text with views followed by your comment, name and where you live to 65,700. Standard network charge applies. Or email mail@acmetro.co.uk. Helpline for views, Rush Hour Crush and Good Deed Feed, 020-3615-0600. Remember, you are more likely to be published if you provide your name and location with your full TCS here. U.S. News, .co.uk is a member of the Independent Press Standards Organization. Comments may be edited for reasons of legality, clarity, or space. As a mother of a daughter and auntie to nieces, it's beyond belief that a convicted rapist should have been allowed to participate in such an iconic sporting event. It is an insult, added to the injury already endured by the victim, to her family, and to all young girls and women everywhere. Having only received a dismal 4-year sentence, he only served 1 year, making a mockery of the judicial system. I would go as far to say that all those idiots defending him, including his teammate, Matthew Immers, should be booted out of the Olympics as well. Erica, South London. Shoko Miyata, the 19-year-old captain of the Japan women's artistic gymnastics team, was kicked out of the games for smoking. The legal age is 20 in Japan. Meanwhile, this human vermin competes, despite being found guilty of 3 counts of child rape. Shame on all involved. Chris, Edinburgh. Ban him. A 12-year-old was left living the rest of her life with the mental scars of his actions. He may have served his sentence, but she will carry his actions with her always, and they will impact her life choices. We need to send out the message that rape is not acceptable. P. Loudwig, London. To view this video, please enable JavaScript, and consider upgrading to a web browser that supports HTML5 video. The Paris Olympics are up and running and 15 million visitors from far and wide are expected to attend to watch the 10,500 athletes. Not one eco-warrior is demonstrating about the tons of greenhouse gases these games are creating. I suppose this is to be expected since they did not protest at Taylor Swift concerts and other high-profile music and sporting events. Yet these eco-cowards expect us to eat less meat, give up our cars, shut off our gas, not use air travel, holiday at home, buy expensive electric cars and mega-expensive heat pumps. Clark Cross, Linlithgow. I'm sure that they are all worthy contestants at the Paris Olympics, but my hat goes off to those mountain bike riders. They must be so fit to go around that course, up and down ramps and steps, around sharp bends. Fast then slow then fast again. It looks hard enough to walk around, never mind ride a bike. I'm sure if I were to try it, I would soon end up lying in the bushes somewhere. Deck, Essex. I'm an avid tennis fan, but I'm not too sure if it should feature in the Olympics. Anyway, my local pub held a fancy dress competition and I went dressed as a tennis ball. I got served very quickly. Martin Lawrence, South Croydon. Prior to the election, the Institute for Fiscal Studies looked at the spending plans of the main parties and determined that they weren't being honest with the public as tax rises or spending cuts, probably a combination of both, would be needed. Labour steadfastly didn't want to talk about it but, now that they have to, claim it's because the Tories left a mess that they didn't know about. If Labour didn't know, they should have. Instead of admitting they got it wrong and the IFS were right, they now blame the previous government. Sir Keir Starmer promised a different type of politics, but we're back to the spin and